What is going on? Josh from thelootcave.com, and we're going to be talking about my impressions of The Division. And I gotta say that when I first played the alpha and both betas, I wasn't really sold on this game. It did not grab me like I wanted it to. And I think especially after the third time doing this mission that you're watching now, I was just like, I can't. This is not good. And it's really hit me that I cannot make that decision about a game based on a beta, right? I mean, that's something I already knew, but I think I just was putting too much weight on the fact that we were only doing like one mission, and and that was basically it. And so, being able to get into this game now, the full game, being able to actually grind loot that you're going to keep versus loot that you're just going to give up when the beta ends, that makes this game a lot better, and I'm actually having a good time playing it. Now, is this going to be the game that I go to day in and day out for the next couple months? That answer is no. This is a good game. The gameplay is fun. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not quite the experience that's going to keep me just wanting to pop it in every day. I need something a little more just first person shooter, and that's totally fine. That doesn't make this a bad game. It just makes it different. What's great about this game is getting loot and hanging out with your buddies and just running through some levels. Now, what we're doing right here is I'm actually five, six, uh, six levels below what these enemies are. So I'm doing very little damage. We got two guys on the team, Deadman and Antacid Gary was his name, and then me and Destinot were both like level 5, level 6. So as you can see, like right there, I just got dropped by like 2 hits. And but I gotta tell you, it was fun. It was like we'd already done this mission once tonight on normal, doing it again on hard, and doing it like this, completely different experience. It wasn't even close to the same. You know, obviously the guys were more bullet sponge, and I'm doing finger quotes because they're such a higher level compared to what I am. But when we first started, Deadman was sniping guys like, you know, one shot to the face and they'd fly back, and so it's just kind of cool to play it two different ways. And it took us some time. This mission took us like over 40 minutes to beat with this difficulty, and so I thought that was cool. I enjoyed it. Got a really cool piece of loot at the end, like a blue MP5, and so, you know, this is not a game that I'm gonna rush through. I think I think it's okay to like just take your time with this one. You know, there's gonna be some things to do that we're not that I'm definitely not used to doing, and a lot of that's just kind of RPG stuff, kind of like I think about like Skyrim and like the alchemy and that kind of stuff, and this game's got crafting. I haven't even touched that yet, but I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty fun. I know while we were playing, Destinot made a pair of knee pads, so you know what that entails. I'm not sure yet, but I'll get into it eventually. I've been hearing that the dark zone is quite a bit of fun. People are enjoying that. But like Deadman, he doesn't want to go in there until he's 30, which is fine. So it seems like there's a lot to do in this game. Again, a lot of it boils down to that 30 seconds of fun that Bungie has always really pushed, and that's what I feel like is kind of missing. This um, don't get me wrong. Every shooter is basically the same thing. It's just some of them somehow figure out a way to make it more fun. This is a cover-based shooter, um, so it's obviously it forces the pace to be slower. Again, not a bad thing, just not necessarily my favorite thing. So, do I regret buying this one? Not at all. Do I regret buying the gold edition? No, not at all. A lot of people are going to be playing this game for a long time. We've seen some people that have already leveled up, like hit max level already. I read one report that was like 15 hours and they were already max level, which, you know, those are going to be the people that are like, there's nothing to do in this game. Well, you literally just blew through the content. Even Professor Broman said that he played through it way too fast. He missed a lot of things because he was just trying to get the level as high as he could, as fast as he could. So take your time on this one. Play it in small increments. You know, like jump in, do a mission or two each night. Do a little bit of Dark Zone. Do some just kind of roaming around and doing some side missions, and then go to your backlog. We've all got a big backlog of games, so go play some Rainbow Six, go play some Halo, go play some Bloodborne, whatever it is you're into. You know, I got the new Zelda to play on the Wii U, or the HD remake of Twilight Princess. I mean, there's a lot of games out that we can play. So don't don't worry too much about trying to just blaze through this thing. Just take your time. Take your time, play a little bit here and there, and that's just my opinion, right? You can take it or leave it, but that's what I'm saying. Um, don't grind through it too fast, because we a lot of us know from experience, you burn through the gear or the levels too, or the game too fast, and then it's like big time content drought, and you know you don't want that. So take your time, enjoy it, just just really have a good time with it. That's the bottom line. You know, if uh, if you're on the fence about it, like I would say give it a try, especially if you like loot based games and that kind of stuff. Like I don't know, to me, I like I said, I wasn't really excited about this game, and by the time it was getting ready to launch, I was all on the hype train, and I don't feel disappointed. And I've hardly scratched the surface. Like I said, I've done this mission twice. I'm level 6, but I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. The amount of detail and the levels, that kind of stuff, the graphics, the game's gorgeous. So I do highly recommend it, especially just for the change of pace and just kind of having a cool like RPG just based in reality, which is something that I'm not really used to seeing, and it's a very deep. Um, the game's actually very deep, but you have to dig, right? You've got to get into the attributes and into the perks and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you can pick up different kinds of bullets, and we're sitting there playing. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna use exploding bullets, and Deadman goes, I totally forgot that was a thing, you know. So it's it there's actually quite a bit, and it is hard to remember, even all that stuff. So good game. Again, glad I purchased it. I'd like to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. Maybe throw a like. That'd be great. You can find me on Twitter at N64Josh. Remember to check out thelootcave.com. There'll be a link below. And we'll see you in the next video.